we're back with a new episode. This is the Aaron Hernandez episode. All right, so he got a documentary, and this is all the stuff he's been going through. So we got TK on the right, your host Kenny, and we got Akeem right here. All right, so we're just gonna get straight like this. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. When you first start watching the Netflix special, the intro was ridiculous.
Intro.
Remember how the intro starts? It's just he's just it's a Disney special, like Miracle or something. Like, no, this is a murder thing.
Nice.
Yeah. So I was like, that part right there already. I was like, that's no.
It's like they would just want you to remember he played for the Patriots.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
always good. Keeps you
yeah,
in the background or something.
They say Dallas is America's team, but I think the Patriots are.
Or the Steelers. I mean, them three teams is always.
Yeah,
two teams.
but I think Tom Brady has a hold on America.
But he's like everybody hates him though. That's the thing. It's like everybody that's my goat right there.
Not everybody hates.
Not everybody hates Tom Brady. A
Everybody-
lot of people do, but a lot of people love Tom
Everybody
Brady.
hates Jerry Jones.
So the fact that Aaron Hernandez plays with Tom Brady, that's really a big part of why this got so much
you
attention.
better put some
out there.
respect on Hernandez's name. Tom
He's
Brady
nice.
played with
I
Aaron
didn't say he
Hernandez.
wasn't.
Tom Brady played with Hernandez. That was an honor.
That showed nigga.
Not too many people had an honor of playing with Hernandez.
Yeah, not too many people got the honor of living by him.
I mean, but it's like it's just an honor and a privilege to meet him. Something like that. Just don't bump into him in the club.
Right.
You feel me? That's a different type of
Right.
You feel me?
That's a different type of interaction.
So that's a good little segue because to me he was very impulsive. Like the stuff he was doing is like he bumped into the dude at the club. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna kill him type
But
stuff.
at least it wasn't nothing that he thought about and it was premeditated.
Yeah, but then but then like when he was
It does
No,
justify itself.
No, but he was at one point he was underage and he went to the club with Tim Tebow. Remember? And then that's when dude was like, hey, your bill. Dude, he just swung on him.
Who told that story? Because I don't believe Tim Tebow went out with him. I was gonna say
you don't
that
think
right
so?
now. Tim Tebow is a good Christian man.
He can still go
That
out.
don't mean don't go to the club.
Yeah.
With Hernandez?
Did you really just use Christianity? Yeah.
Aaron Hernandez?
Well, okay, since you're using Christianity, most Christians feel like they can save somebody. So maybe he thought he was saving them.
He thought he was saving
I'm gonna go to the
Hernandez.
club with him and see if I can lead him in the right direction. No, don't drink the Henny. Drink Ciroc.
Oh, nah. Ciroc,
Like Tim Tebow can go to the club, bro.
I mean, hey, say what you say. I don't believe it. Go
But,
ahead.
but I'm saying but he was very impulsive though. Just the way,
Yeah,
when he went
I can agree with
like when he went to Florida, he was like, "Yep, I'm going here." After already saying he was going to UConn. Remember that?
That's a kid committing to a school. You got UConn in Florida.
But he
Where you
already
gonna go? UConn a basketball.
That's him on the right, right? He looked crazy. Wasn't that him on the right? The baby picture.
You see how I was squinting?
So he was looking bad.
So
We
you gonna
should've
tell me he
known.
was messed up then too?
We should have known.
Oh, we should have known from his baby
We
picture.
should have
Like a
known. No,
badass
but
kid.
I was squinting, dog. I'm
He had a
telling
Forrest
you.
Whitaker eye as a kid.
It wasn't lazy. It was squinting with hatred.
Oh, so a picture shows hatred.
Yeah,
He was with his brother.
A photo can show
I feel you.
Cain
Also,
and Abel.
Man, you go.
You go all the way off top of that. We go all the way off track.
You give you a body
I'm
blows
sorry.
today. All right.
We have a lack of people, so I'm trying to pick up our. Okay.
Nah, can't
Sorry.
just like that. I don't like
No,
that.
but I'm saying like his parents was trash. His parents was trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he.
Cause he can't like I'm saying
I
it's a lot that goes into it too. Like I ain't gonna say that's the reason why you should murder somebody, but I'm saying there's a lot of things that's like okay that it's more understanding.
I don't think his parents were trash at a young age. I think his parents became trash when his pops passed away.
His dad was trash then.
His dad wasn't.
His dad slammed her head. It slammed the mom's head against the what was it against the counter.
But you don't know what she did. You know what I mean? You don't know what she did. Like, what if she? Like,
Listen, I feel that. I'm a victim blamer too. Dave Chappelle talked about it.
I mean, I'm just saying.
What
like,
did she do?
And it's
What
like,
did she say?
Was it a one time? How you feel me?
That's trash.
But they said it was.
That's
They said
trash.
it was
Was it
often.
one time?
They said it was often. It was fighting.
I've been accused of headbutting somebody. And did I really headbutt her? No, it was a teacher. I just laid my head down. Oh my God, I got a headache. I got a CTE now. How you get a CTE from one little headbutt from a hug on an accident? Right, it could have been an accident.
So I think I remember that.
But every day, no. He did do this. That's why I was going to try to move along.
We gonna move on. But I'm just saying.
For she pressed charges.
I was the victim. I wish
You gave
I
me a CTE.
was the victim because I did nothing wrong. She asked me for a hug. How you gonna ask somebody for a hug and then say you headbutted me? What I look like doing that?
TK.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying like, but it's an everyday thing though. They said
I don't think somebody gets beat every day. You know.
I mean, it happens.
How do you judge that?
I mean, it happens.
How do you judge that?
I'm just saying.
I don't think you get.
I think
he's
okay. So
beating
look,
me.
look.
There's no way. It's every day at this point.
All my stuff is coming from me not believing that everything in this documentary was true.
No,
Facts.
I feel you on that,
I
but
feel like there was a lot of false information given, so I don't believe everything that everybody in here is saying because there was a lot of wrong points. So don't look at me like I'm just
Okay.
But the fact that you said there's no way somebody can get beat every day.
I'm okay.
That's all we're
Maybe
saying. There's
maybe that's
no
not
way.
good. But I'm just okay. Like
The music guy comes home. I ain't gonna beat you today because
Today?
you got a good day.
it's every day.
Look there, but okay. At the same time, I don't believe
Today
that.
I'm gonna
because
relax.
I don't believe that because with
I ain't trying
domestic
to do it every
violence
day
and stuff,
now.
not knowing much about domestic violence, but with domestic violence and stuff, I believe that relationships have some good days. They're gonna have better days than others.
I agree with
So
that.
you're not gonna sit there. I don't think no woman is gonna sit there every day and just get beat. Why she has? I mean, 2 kids that you trying to? I don't know. Look,
It happens.
it happens.
Beat,
Okay,
if you're
forget it.
getting beat 3 times out of a 5-day week, that is every day, TK.
Not every
You're still healing from
That's not-
Thursday.
but
He
you
means
gotta think.
literally every
But-
day.
but
you
you
still
gotta
healing
think.
from Thursday. You
You
get
get-
punched on Friday. You get punched.
No, because you said 3 times out of a 5-day week. That's every other day.
You healing on Thursday.
That's every other day.
You
so
got
gotta
Thursday
give it the
off.
facts.
You got Thursday
Right,
off.
so then you know Friday.
And you
better
about
put
to
your-
get hit Friday.
but you got to think about it as well, though. You know it's coming on Friday.
You said there was
'Cause you
no
know
way
Friday
to
the
get beat every
roughest day of the week.
day. Listen to me. Mushing and all that counts. It's men out here that no serious no.
All that counts.
Serious no.
Okay.
It's men out here mushing women. It's men out here backing women in corners. All of that counts, bro.
I'm just saying.
All that counts is abuse.
It's a lot of women out here beating on men, too, that we don't
That's
look
true.
at.
No, that's true.
And
Down with
so
them,
sometimes,
too.
So sometimes, how you know he just wants to
But you want to know my honest opinion with that? Now, this is going to sound biased on my part. Nigga, you're bigger than her. Even if she's taller than you, you're still, I think, a male. And for a male to use his full strength on a woman is way worse than a woman using her full strength on a man. Unless you got a gun, I will punch
I
you.
don't think we should
If you
go
got a gun, I will punch
Oh
you.
yeah, I feel you.
That's
If
different.
she got a gun, you gonna punch her?
Hey,
I mean, if you don't have a gun, what you gonna do?
I don't have a gun, so I'm saying
If
that's,
she got a
that's
gun on
my
you, what you
ground.
gonna do?
That's
But
my
now-
ground to try to punch you.
But
I'm
that's
gonna
the
knock
only
you
way
out.
you gonna start punching on her.
Yes, honestly, that's
I
how
don't want to go into.
That's
this
how I was
segment at all.
raised. That's how I was raised. You don't put your hands on a woman. She could be coming at me swinging with all her might. I'm not gonna punch her because I still have means. I still got
Every time.
means to get rid of you. I have ways to get rid of you. I don't gotta
Get
punch
into
you.
how we was raised.
I don't gotta punch you.
Because
But I feel that.
He's one of the ones she hit you like a nigga. Hit back like a nigga.
She breathe on you wrong.
no, I ain't gonna. No,
I'm
not even
it was a
nothing like
reflex.
that. Not even like that. But it's just like, if she coming at you, you give her 2 hits. 3 hits. No, like that's her giving me. Like you give her, she hit you
Made
1,
me
2,
knock
3
her arm
times.
down. Damn
Then
it.
it's like if she really on you, you get it. You get her off you. You feel me? Like don't let her just beat up on you. Nah, I'm not gonna sit there and just get beat up
Oh,
on
2
because she
hits?
thinks she feeling bold
Are you
today.
serious?
No, not me hitting her 3. If she
Oh.
hit me 2, 3 times, then it's
I
like
thought you meant
defend
2
yourself.
body blows.
Nah, you
Oh.
defend yourself after
I
she
thought it
hits
was
you.
like reciprocating. He's like, you hit me with 2, I hit you with 2. That's what I thought he was doing.
You know, you let her do what she do. If it phases you, whatever, but you let her think about it. Because after that, she might calm down. You know, and it's like,
I hope
alright,
she calm
calm
me
your
down,
ass
too.
down, you know.
Yeah,
But
too.
you know, if she keep coming, defend yourself. My
Right, I don't
dad
gotta
told
punch
me,
you. I'm gonna defend myself
If a
without
girl
punching you.
put on
Yeah,
football
obvious.
pants, a football helmet,
Oh God.
and she get on the football field, what she want to be? A football player. So what you do? You play football. You feel me? And that's what. Hey, That's how it go.
I feel
You ain't gonna put on no.
So you
pants
live
to
by,
come-
you want to be a man, I'm going to treat you like a man is what you're saying.
I'm not saying it's you put on equipment, we gonna hit. But then you come at me 2-3 blows, I'm not gonna sit here and just eat 3 blows to my shit. I mean,
So where you
you're not just gonna keep
where
hitting
you
on
gonna
me.
punch her? Where would you punch her?
I'm gonna stop the object. You feel me? I'm gonna determinate the enemy.
Determinate. What is that?
Terminate.
That is not a word.
He said determinate.
I'm gonna determinate.
I'm determined.
Terminator 4 coming out soon.
I'm determined to terminate the enemy.
There you go. There you go. There
Yeah,
you go.
like that, huh? You bring it back.
There it is.
You finna bring with the thumb in it too.
Okay.
I'ma
So
hit her
you
in
gonna
that
by any means necessary.
I'm gonna hit her in the mouth.
Like,
Right,
yeah.
pow, right in the kiss. You feel me?
I feel like I don't need to, bro.
I feel like you should.
I'm a musher. I'm a body mush you.
Maybe
like,
that's
I'm
what
a,
it might turn.
Ugh.
Nah,
No,
Yeah,
nah,
no,
that's
'cause-
not enough.
And every
That's
time,
not enough.
because every time
Yeah.
this happened in the movies, dude, and then all of a sudden they did.
Yep,
Now
you
you
might
got
as
a murder
well-
case.
I'm
in your
cool with
hands.
that.
Mine is.
I'm cool
nope.
with that. You
Chill
died
out.
off a push. Motherfucker, you died off a push. There's not a punch in sight.
You don't even
died
gotta die
off
from
a
the
push.
punch. I'm just gonna hit you one time. You gonna think about it like, maybe I should chill out. You feel me? Then it's like, well, the situation you got good 3. You got a
But
good
now
3
she
off
has
on me.
this black eye. Now what if she's crazy?
My nose
and
bleeding.
goes,
I got a
it
black
don't matter.
eye,
You're a
baby.
guy. Now what if she go? It don't matter. You're a guy. Now what
I
if she
feel you.
goes and takes that to the police or to her uncle or to whatever? She has a black eye. It
And
doesn't
guess
matter what you have.
Guess what?
I'ma push you.
I'm in trouble.
You ain't gonna terminate.
I'm in trouble.
Exactly.
But guess what? At the end of the day, you a guy, right?
And that's
Who
why I'm
gonna
gonna
be
push you.
at
I'm a
the
smart
end of the
guy.
day, who gonna be
I'm
in
a
trouble?
smart guy.
You
I'ma
pushed
push
me.
you.
He pushed me. A push is the first punch.
Now look,
That's
my
your
nose
punch.
is bleeding. My nose is bleeding. I got black eye. I pushed you. You don't have a single black eye. They're gonna be on my side. You gonna ruin yourself. You gonna ruin yourself.
I'm
telling
going
you.
down.
Punch her.
It's
Punch her.
bad. Yeah.
It
I'm
ain't
going
worth
through
that.
a whole case
It ain't
most
worth
likely.
that. I will trip
But
you. I will give you the meanest trip.
You gonna trip her.
You
so
didn't
now,
ever see-
so
I
now
will
she
trip
falls, she
this-
break her wrist.
That's fine. That's legal.
fine. You see
I
how many
defended-
women got a
That
wrist-
is legal.
a
I
sprayed on
defended
their
myself.
wrist?
I defended myself. She ran up on me. I pushed her. She broke her
I
wrist.
feel like this Aaron
You
Hernandez
are going
thing
to
turned
give her
into
a black eye.
domestic
It
violence
did. It did.
discussion.
I was
Domestic
going.
violence is a big part of this.
Yeah,
It
I
was a
feel
big part
like-
of this.
Don't judge me, America. I'm a good guy at heart. I'm a
He
good
would just
man
punch
at-
you twice, ladies.
I'm a good. I
He
didn't
would
say
punch you
twice. I
twice.
said once. That's after you hit me twice or 3 times. But I'm a good man at heart.
Remember, baby boy? He's like, you hit me,
Bro,
I have core values. Yeah. I don't know what else, but yeah. That's all I got.
Well, back there, Hernandez.
There we go.
Yeah, let's go for TK
so,
for a second.
Aaron,
Fox.
so we got to stop using Aaron's CTE as an excuse.
I honestly, that was gonna be one of
We can't do that.
one of many excuses.
Because
Well,
we
not
can,
excuses, but like,
we can Google right now how many football players have CTE without murder charges.
but they did say he had the worst case of CTE for someone his age.
Of course he did.
I
Is it-
feel
he
like
did-
that's what they always gonna say. He's a murderer. Of course his brain messed up.
Yeah.
If you take any murder,
But do you think?
it probably looks
Do you
like
think
his
like?
brain?
Do you think like the documentary says it's because he was gay?
No,
No, I
That's
don't
what I'm
think that
saying.
had nothing
You're
to do
not a
with it.
murderer.
That's what I'm
because
saying.
of your
That's
sexual-
all they kept saying.
I think there was a disagreement. If you want to blame it on the CTE, like you said, dude said, "Hey, you forgot your bill," and he punched him.
Yeah, but he's impulsive. He's impulsive.
I think anything just sets him off, and they had a disagreement, and it just pissed him off. I didn't. He was pissed off. It had nothing to do with being gay. Maybe he made a joke like, "Oh, you gay?" Maybe. But at the end of the day, he's sick.
I don't like when people say sick.
CTE is a sickness. If you
I
want to
don't-
blame it
but,
on that, it's a
I mean,
sickness. It's brain damage.
You got depression, you sick. So I mean, anything is sick nowadays.
Depression can count as brain damage. Severe depression is counted as brain damage. So yes,
I feel like anything. I ain't gonna say schizophrenia 'cause that's sick.
That's sick.
What I say, but I feel like
That's sick.
that's sick. But you can use sick for anything nowadays, and it's an excuse.
well, I mean,
I forgive him. He's just having a bad day. He's sick. You like, well, damn.
well, that's what I'm saying. They're trying to
What's
justify
wrong
the
with it?
murder with sick.
Wait.
You know what?
we we gonna come back after these messages.
Aaron Hernandez.
Y'all made me look bad.
Yeah. And we're back. So last we checked, I ain't gonna say nothing about TK.
We ain't got nothing.
That's time
All
to
right.
check.
But But like I said, we were talking about the CTE and just the different reasons going into it. Like I said, the documentary to me, it focused a lot on him being a homosexual, and I feel
right.
like and I feel like that don't matter because like I said, at one point they said when he went from like the one gay dude, he went from college to the NFL, and the gay dude was like, well, he came back, he got 10 to 15 pounds on him, he got tattoos now. You're in the NFL now. You got to gain weight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. So I was like, is it like unattractive to you now or something? Like, what does this have to do with anything? That's what I felt like. It was like a lot like him and the other dude with the missing groin. The other gay dude.
Yeah, the big dude.
Yeah, the big dude.
I didn't understand his point.
He said he didn't even know him.
Right, they didn't play together. They didn't know each other. I felt like he was in there to try to smooth the transition. Like, there's a lot of men in the NFL that's gay.
It wasn't even a smooth transition. They was talking
Because
about the
it's
murder.
like-
They were talking about the vehicle he rode in, and now I know where they just switched to him. Well, you know, I gained up to 370 pounds so I can be unattractive. So people don't ask me about like why I don't have a girlfriend. Who cares about you? Get him out of here. Go back to the murder. Like, I just thought that was he was unnecessary.
They spent too much time talking to him.
But
it's like
shouldn't have been in the first
He
place.
shouldn't have been in there because he had no relevance to the story.
Yeah.
A lot of it was irrelevant. CTE was like 2%.
But it
The
would
rest
have
was
made more sense
sexuality.
if they delved into that a little more.
The one thing I like how they showed with the CTE. You know, this is another little side off track thing, but you see Ray Lewis in there every time they were showing it.
I was gonna say Ray Lewis was the cause of it. That hit he gave him.
Something's wrong with Ray Lewis.
They said, stop it. What's wrong with him?
He's a fantastic player. His thinking is just. When I listen to him on any panel, bro, he just sounds a little.
I understand that too.
That's the CTE
Thank you,
in.
thank you. Be
I know
real.
what you're saying.
Like, I'm not
what you're saying.
disrespecting his career. I'm
know what you're
disrespecting his just thought process. He's just not.
But you got to think,
He's
spent
he's not all the way there.
20 years hitting people.
I
just
get
taking
that.
them out the game.
That is also his choice.
Oh,
no
yeah,
one made
everybody
you.
has hey,
What?
and you, how you make your money, how you make your
All right,
career,
so
how you make it.
I'm inclined to talk about your discretion being a little off.
I mean, hey, I feel like a lot of people that play sports or that's real good at sports is always a little off. So they thinking or they thought. I mean,
Not like football. Football, these
because
dudes,
football's
they
a
need
different
more. I
sport.
think y'all need to give more help to these men because football will really tear you apart mentally.
Honestly, look,
They mentioned that in
It really does. That's why they're starting to stop kids from playing, bro. They're starting to make
making
kids
it-
not play till you're like 16 or something.
they're making it safer now for them. So I feel like kids growing up today playing, they gonna know those rules coming up, so they're not gonna be as messed up.
There's
as people
always
that's
gonna
been
be
playing
one
now.
crazy kid who wants to hit you with his helmet.
Oh yeah, trust
There's
me.
always gonna be one.
When I have a little kid like that, you know that's gonna be him. Hopefully, you know. Hey.
So when your son gets a charge for
He said he got a documentary.
he got a headbutting habit. Get in there and get.
Hey.
He gonna be at the club like.
Nah, I hope not. You can't
Talking
be
about a
doing
tip.
that. That's gonna hurt you. I want you to know that's gonna hurt you too, son. Like I don't got one. That's gonna hurt him. But
You ain't asked for a scholar. You ain't asked for a good kid. You asked for a headbutter.
I asked for a football player, you know. If I say nah, but what was I gonna say? Nah, I think the NFL for real. Like, I don't think you just get a CTE from going to the NFL and playing football.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's one.
It's any kind of brain damage.
But that's what a lot of these players are saying. Like,
Right.
oh, I got a CTE from the NFL. So when you just get to the highest level, that's when you develop a CTE. No, I feel like you've been playing football since you was.
you would have had it.
You
in
stay
you.
getting
You
shots
would
to
have
the
had.
head.
Yeah,
You
you would've had it
played
in
high
there.
school ball. You played college ball. You done came up. So you did not just get this CTE from playing 2 seasons in the NFL.
I think it's built up.
Right, I agree
So
with that.
I
agree
feel
with that.
like, you know, the NFL when they do the combine, they check everybody. They check all type of stuff on the player's body.
But you also see when they checked Aaron Hernandez, he had the lowest maturity
That was
ever.
off that little test. Whatever.
I know what I'm
Can they
saying, but
scan-
still though,
Can they check your brain in though? Like, can they scan your brain? Or
they scanned his brain. They
They
showed
they
it.
can, so if you can
They
scan
can see the
their brains,
damage.
if they can see the damage before you get to the NFL, I think you should have that option then. Like, okay, well, now we're not liable for this.
And that's the point I'm making. They need to build more safety practices
I'm
for
sure it's in the
players
contract.
at younger
It's
ages.
not
They're
the
not
contract.
doing that.
Because that's how players is now coming back today. So
It's in their
contract.
No, he's right. It's in their contract, but they have to request it. They're not
No.
making them do it. They have to say, okay, I feel a little I tried to kill my girlfriend last night. Can I get the CTE part of this contract? Can I extract that benefit? Yeah, they don't make you get CTE scans. So a lot of these dudes are just prideful. Ain't no wrong with me.
That's what,
I slapped her because she deserved it.
yeah, it's that money and that pride. That don't
So
help.
then you murder someone, then you want to claim CTE. That's what I'm saying. I don't think the CTE is
To be
an
honest,
excuse.
I don't think he claimed CT though. I don't think he ever once was like
his pride.
he
That's
was
his pride. But I feel like once things started happening, he did have the test done though, and then he was like,
Because remember the one part in there when he actually went to jail, he was like he didn't think of it as jail. He said he thought of it as a training.
He said, I'm on vacation.
No, he said this is like a training camp to me.
Yeah, he was in there working out, but then he said, "Daddy's
You're
on
sick."
vacation." Nah. Look, the part that showed me he was sick was when this girl called and she was like, "They in here doing another raid or whatever." Or look, checking the house and all that. He like, "Hey, you know what's wrong? Like, you all right? What's the problem?"
She said, you got me going through this, Aaron. He's like,
Well,
why are you blaming me? She's like, it's your fault. Nigga, what are you talking about?
She
Like,
upset about.
he was just like, what do you mean? Oh, you gonna blame that little thing?
He
Like,
said,
nigga.
well, I don't want to talk to you today. Then
Put my daughter on the phone. Put my daughter on the phone.
Like she can't even talk.
Like,
She don't want to talk to you. She don't want to hear your bullshit.
that's what I'm saying. It was just, yeah.
something
he
was
off.
wrong with him, but it wasn't CTE. There was just something wrong with him.
I think, like I said, that's what I'm saying. I think it was a mixture between coming from bad parents.
Right.
His parents was trash.
Right.
Because they say he had an abusive dad.
Right.
His mom, like, you seen how trash his mom was.
Like, you could have gave me $1 million.
Like, why didn't you give me $1 million? We would have been straight. I would have been straight off $1
We
million.
would have been cool.
And look, and
So I don't even got that shit.
remember, he said he wasn't close with his mom at all. He said every time I confided in you, it was out in the street every time. He said it would always get back to me. That's why I'm hanging with my cousin now, the one with the cancer. I forget what's her name. Was her name Terry?
I think it was Chrissy or something like that, wasn't it?
Was it Chris? No, Terry's the mom. What was her name? So I think I got it here.
Kristen.
He said Chris.
I like Chrissy. I like that. We should go with that.
We'll go with Chris. Yeah, we'll go.
We
with
just
Chris.
gonna name the lady.
I mean, she got to pop up sooner or later then, huh?
Lord have mercy.
No, but
I thought she had a mean side, man. Go ahead.
it's ignorant. All right, so like I said, with the dad, the mom, the CTE, then him being impulsive, all that mixed together wasn't good. So that's why I feel like, and then like I said, he was trying to put on for his friends too. Like he's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to show up for his friends too. So I think
Honestly,
all that
though,
mixed together is not good.
I don't think.
And the low maturity he had too. They said the lowest maturity you can possibly have.
I don't think he was trying to show out for them. No, if anything, I feel like they was trying to cling on to him, like show out for him to get his trust, so they could be part of, like try to get on that money.
I think it's the other way around.
But it's like, what do they got that
I think it's a
mix.
mix of both, because even though Hernandez is rich, there's an equality factor. Maybe he wanted to fit in with them. Maybe
We
they
do
did
the
make him
same
feel
thing,
like that.
too.
Like Aaron, get our party jumping. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like
shooting people's cars.
that kind of stuff happens because he wants to be, he wants to fit in. People do anything to fit in.
My thing is, I just don't get how you get to the NFL when you around all these other athletes.
Low
and you wanna
maturity.
fit in with
Low maturity.
these outside
Think about
people. Right, and that's the problem.
think about players who used to get cases with young girls. Low maturity. Why aren't you with women your age? Low maturity.
I mean, but
I believe that. Your mind is that of what you're attracted to. That's where your maturity is. That's why that's what you're going for. You're probably scared of women your age or older. Like people like that.
You ain't nothing to talk about. Because like I said, because he ain't immature.
Oh, you
he ain't
28?
in the bond with them.
Oh, you 28, you like my mom. Like, what? You 35.
Now we get into R. Kelly now.
That's but yeah, he just like he said, the lack of maturity is a factor. When you have a lack of maturity, you don't feel guilty over things you do.
Well,
To be guilty
don't
is
think-
maturity.
I don't know what the next topic is, but I don't think he did it.
You don't think he did it?
You don't think he did
He
it?
did it. He did it.
You saw the evidence they had on this man?
He ain't do.
What do you think he did? Is he in this situation? You think he was just in the room? Why did he kill himself? To leave money for his people, but
Yeah,
other than that, why?
I think that was the best point they made at the end. Though. That's the
We
only
all
thing,
knew that, though.
That's the only thing I feel like they answered out of the whole documentary.
But we knew that before this documentary
I
came
didn't know
out.
that.
No, I did.
You just didn't think about it. When he killed himself, I instantly thought, oh, he was just trying to pay them off.
I mean, but I
Why
I
else?
would assume. I mean, but because that doesn't happen like that.
It does happen like that, clearly.
I mean,
This happened.
right, with somebody that got money like that, then, huh?
But I'm saying, like, there's been other situations in life where people have off themselves to pay their families. That's a thing. They just weren't famous people. That's a
right.
thing.
That's what I'm saying. I know. I mean, yeah,
Right.
it don't work like that sometimes, but.
But you saw how
I
much he
feel
cared
like-
for the daughter, though. Like I said, he ain't really.
That's all he
So that's
cared
what-
about. That's all he cared about. That nigga was
Yeah.
sick. He
And his
cared.
cousin.
He cared about booty and his daughter. That was about
Yo,
it.
he was so trash with what you said with the booty. Remember when he called his nigga up? He was like, "Hey man, these strippers out here." He was like, "They good. Shoot, my wife at home doing nothing like
right.
nothing like these."
These strippers are better than my wife at home.
I was
My
like,
baby
"Sheesh."
mom.
Like, that's trash, bro.
That
Like,
was- yeah.
Because to get a chick is, because his baby mom was
Maturity
cute.
again. Maturity
That's
again.
maturity. She was cute. To get a chick that cute, that is loyal.
And she was like, she traded on her sister for you.
That's what I'm saying. That was loyalty.
On your.
Because when they showed him holding that gun, clearly in the video, he holding
Yeah.
it just like this.
walking around the house.
It's a block.
She said,
But at the same time,
I can't tell what it is.
It could be luggage.
Oh, we'll zoom in for you, ma'am. Now, I can't really see it now you zoomed in. It's just a big blob now. Like,
It looks
But
like
that's
luggage.
loyalty.
but at the same time, how you know he wasn't holding that gun for somebody? How you know that was his gun?
Because he was pacing.
If you just seen something like that, you gonna be pacing too, probably. You ain't gonna. I mean, you're a
If
witness
I
still.
did something like that, I'd be pacing. Not if I saw
even
it.
even
If I saw it, I'm a probably. I'm
But-
surprised.
but
So if you
in
saw
all
murder,
honesty,
you gonna be pacing back and forth with a gun in your hand?
If he holding it for his boy, he thinking like, damn, what I'm gonna do with this? What
No,
I'ma do?
I
Is he
actually have
pacing
held
around his
guns
crib?
for. I've held guns for people, and I did not do that. I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. I've
Okay,
held guns for people
but-
because I didn't do anything. So why would I be
Because
nervous?
you didn't do nothing, but you a different person than him. Right? What's your name?
Well, why would I be?
What's your name? Your name? All right, well, his name is Aaron Hernandez. So we don't know how he was feeling.
He said,
You
"What's
feel
your
me?
name?"
Maybe he seen something. He's like, oh, shit. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. And he just holding it for him like, damn.
I
You
highly
remember, like,
doubt
how
that.
my man's Bobby was? Y'all seen the Wu-Tang thing? When my man's bought
Yeah.
the tech over to Bobby, he held it and all that, but he was nervous. I ain't do nothing, but I'm nervous. Well, I got to hold this. That's what, see,
Okay.
look, that's my thing right there. How do you pick the person that you want to hold something valuable like that for you? You
I
know?
feel like you would have me do it.
I got
see,
I got
don't
friends
know,
that make
like
me
that's
hold, yeah.
that's hard because I wouldn't want to bring y'all in. Like that's what I'm saying. I got too much.
But you feel like you have no other option.
No, I mean, but it's like if I did it, me being me, if I did it, I'm gonna take the rap for because I did it. You feel me? That's my mistake. But I'm not gonna sit there and bring somebody else to it and get y'all in trouble. Because then it's like, now y'all gotta tell on me. When
That's
it's like
worse,
this could have
yeah.
happened anyway. So
Be that cockeyed dude in the stand. When I cockeyed. I'm be like, yeah, so that man right
He
there.
tried to kill me and missed. He
He
missed.
shot that man
Right.
dead in the face.
he said I was gonna take care of it myself. So how you end up there then? And that's what I kept wondering.
Because Aaron Hernandez was. That's another thing too. He started being paranoid. Remember when he saw them two cops and no, they weren't even cops. He said he saw them two dudes with short haircuts. And he looked at the dude and the dude was like, "Oh, it might be cops for that dumb stuff you did back in what you call it." Like, took him outside, drove him off, and just
Who?
shot him right in the face.
Hernandez did that?
Yeah, you remember that when old boy was on the stand, he was talking about that.
I don't know.
He said he was driving. He said I fell
I'm
asleep.
just-
He said I woke up, looked over. He said there's a gun in my face, and then he was like,
that
"Pow!"
story sounds shaky to me right there. I was driving, and he was riding the car. He was driving the car.
He was riding in the car.
He was riding the car. He fell asleep. Then he woke up and there's a gun in the face. You get shot. How you gonna wake up like, oh shit, that's Aaron
He's-
Hernandez? And
No,
you shot
no,
me that quick.
no,
And now I'm
no,
gonna go to
that-
sleep. And I'm gonna wake up in the
What do you-
hospital like Aaron Hernandez.
You just
shot me in
left
the
out
face.
a whole part of that, TK.
What part I leave out?
He was with him.
He was
And
with him. Yeah, I'm just saying though.
what you said? Oh, stop!
I
Aaron
mean,
Hernandez.
but,
Like that's
alright,
that was
yeah,
his nigga.
like, oh, snap, that's Aaron
Like, you didn't know who that was.
He knew he was with him. What are you talking about?
Aaron Hernandez.
TK.
I'm just saying. You feel me? So
No, we knew. No, he knew he was in the car with
He
him.
knew
He was
he
riding
was
with him.
with him.
He
He
went
I
to the
think
club with him.
I think we all got so many different stories though because that's what the one dude said too. Owen Lloyd. He said he texted his girl who I'm with.
Wait. We're gonna be back after these messages.
He didn't know.
What's the light skin dude?
And we're back. All right. So what you said?
You get shot in your face. You gonna wake up and have clear memory.
Depends on the person.
I mean, but just right then and there, you wait. So how long was he out in the hospital? I want
But you gotta remember how paranoid he was. He said, "I don't want y'all to have iPhones around me because they can." He said they can possibly pick up stuff.
I just
remember how
don't
paranoid
understand-
he was?
No, I don't get how you so paranoid, but you got cameras in your house, recording everything you do.
Yeah, but
And then you don't delete none of the footage.
No, he did delete some of it. He deleted most of it. He didn't delete
They
all
said
of
the
it.
cameras were tampered with.
He ain't delete the good stuff, like when he was pacing around with the gun in the house.
Because you stupid.
Or
That
he
CTE was kicking in probably.
He ain't delete when, his girl ain't delete when she wanted to move the bag outside the house. I don't know. I just think everything in there is a little fishy to me. I don't think they did that man no justice with that.
No, they didn't. But I'm just saying, like, right now we're talking about the reason. Well, what we're thinking the reason why he did it was, and from what we got.
Some people could just be crazy.
I mean, we know that, but I'm saying with all this stuff lined up, that's probably why. I'm saying that's probably why he is the way he is. Is what I'm saying. I'm not saying killing somebody's right. I'm just saying because with the bad parenting, but say his being impulsive, CTE, and then having a bad environment around you, that can do it right there.
Yeah.
I would say that's literally it right there.
But that's why I blame him. That's why I blame him and not the disease, because there are people that come from these same stuff and don't murder.
No, I'm not blaming just the disease. I'm saying all that mixed together. I'm saying all mixed together makes a trash person.
I don't believe in the bad.
But that's what I'm saying. There's people who do great things that have all that mixed together. So I just blame Aaron Hernandez.
His mom was trash. And because also the bad parenting was so bad, he moved out. Remember,
If that's
he moved
the
in
case,
with the cousin.
If that's the case, LeBron should have went and murdered somebody when his mom was out here.
Fucking his teammates.
His mom was out here sucking on the bench and whatnot.
And now you see his
and you don't see him
going
killing
crazy.
nobody. Just saying.
Hey.
Aaron was, like you said, low. I think the low maturity is a factor.
I forgot about that part too. Yeah, that part too.
The low maturity is a
say
huge
that.
factor. You can have CDE, but if you're mature enough to know, like, I'm sick and I need to keep myself isolated from people, he's still going out to the club knowing he has these thoughts. Yeah. He's putting himself and others in danger willingly. I thought about killing a squirrel today, for target practice, but I'm going to go to the club and get drugs still and do ecstasy. I'm just saying, there's a responsibility there. He was 27. He was 26 in that range when all this was happening. 25 to 27. He was 27 when he died. There's accountability there. He didn't take. I blame Aaron. I don't blame CDE. I don't blame sickness.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm saying I'll blame him too. I'm saying all that made up. I'm gonna say is what made a trash person. Is what I'm saying.
Because all that made him trash.
I'm saying
I'm saying trash. He had the twitch in the baby picture.
I'm just saying basically that's
crazy.
Dropped him on his head. He's looking.
Because that's also where he met being in the cousin's house. That's where he met the other the suspects, the other two people that I don't know. They don't know which one killed him, but the other two people in that thing. But right now, that picture, you gonna see it. But I say when this episode comes out, I'm gonna make that
the one.
This nigga taking a selfie with that with that gun.
I feel like but how many people do that? That don't kill people still.
Everybody.
Right, you feel me? Not everybody gonna shoot somebody. So
but that looks bad.
It
looks bad.
It looks bad because it was him, and that's the only. If he ain't do nothing like that, and he's in the NFL,
we wouldn't have cared. Like, this nigga trying to be hard.
Had a great career. You feel me?
Yeah, we just would have been like, you trying to be hard.
Especially that one dude, remember that one football player, the one light skinned dude with the hair, the long hair, the one that's talking about it. He was like, it's ironic how. How the football player, kids like we can't football players to be untouchable. He's like, but the football player is the one who did it.
I'll tell you right now, too. He lied too in his documentary because he was he came out. He said, I came out of an apartment one day. Dude had a double barrel shotgun in my face. They was like, oh yeah, you played with my cousin team. You rushed for this many yards and this many touchdowns.
That part was off.
Right. Then he came back and said, yeah, me and Oda Lloyd played outside linebacker together. It's like, so you just rushed for 300 yards last week and 7 touchdowns, and now you play outside linebacker? Like, you're lying. I feel like everybody in that documentary lied about something. Everybody told a lie. The dude and his dad. The dude was, me and Aaron, we had a connection. I was a starting quarterback. I seen something about that. I said, he didn't even play. And it was like, if you don't play, how you the starting quarterback? Like, somebody really went back and looked up his stats.
That's what I saw, too. I saw, because I saw a former Bristol High School student expose him for lying. So that's what I'm saying. I didn't believe him at all.
I feel like if you don't believe him, I don't believe the other dude. I don't believe a lot of them. I mean, it felt like the whole documentary. Like the one dude that got shot in the face went up on the stand and they said he was telling lies.
At what point do you say he was telling lies? On the stand?
When they brought in Casey Anthony's lawyer and they went up there and the dude that got shot in the face, they said he was telling lies. That's why Aaron Hernandez ain't get proved guilty for that. So it's like everybody in this documentary told a lie.
I don't think everybody did.
I mean,
I mean,
did.
if you got 3 of the main people that you see talking the whole time,
No,
on the
that's what I'm saying.
documentary,
No, that's what I'm saying. But the documentary, what I'm saying, like the point I'm doing this for this review is because I felt like the documentary was showing us like it was showing us the wrong thing. Like they made like they 75% of it was him being gay.
and it didn't show.
And then the CTE part, it was like they snuck that in there. Then it was the bad parents, and they snuck that in there. All the stuff that was like, oh man, they're like all this is like creating this like terrible character. They snuck it in there. They were just like, oh yeah, they kept showing old boy. Yeah, we were pounding around, we were wrestling around, we had to sneak around. It's like we don't care about that.
What are y'all talking about?
Like,
why are you even on here?
that's what I'm saying. Like him, like especially the other dude, like the big lineman dude. He had no point in there.
He was in every episode too, though.
That's what I'm saying. They kept
so
showing
it's
him.
like,
Did anyone hear about the text messages to the coaches?
What text message?
Apparently, he was texting his coaches some shit. Hold on.
he was texting his coaches.
Mhm.
I know it said.
And his coach was trash too. Belichick was trash too.
He asked Coach
Belichick
Bill
been
Belichick
trash.
just weeks earlier if he could be traded. Yeah, remember he was trying to get traded.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because
Those are the texts. He was in. So if you think he didn't do it, why is that? We forgot about that. Why was he trying to suddenly get traded if he didn't do it?
why was he trying to get traded?
Yes.
Because I mean, he don't want to be there no more.
TK,
I mean, Stephon Diggs, this shit was just for the Vikings. He
Are
wanted
you
to
serious?
be traded.
Are you
Traded during the
serious?
season. I'm
So
just saying, like,
you really
players
believe
wanna
that he
be-
just
you
wanted
gonna
to get
say-
traded around
you
the
gonna
time
say
that all this was going down?
Why he want to get traded? Players want to get
I
traded
said
every day.
that is not what I just said. You just tune out everything you want
because
to.
you said he wanted
What
to get
I
traded.
said is, if he did not do it, I said this to your face, if he didn't do it, why then would he want to be traded if he didn't do it? Why so suddenly?
Let me ask you a question. If he did do it, why would I want to be there?
That's the point. If he
No,
did
but I'm
do
saying
it,
that's the
he
same
would
question
leave.
you're asking me, right?
So if he didn't do it, why such a sudden leave? That's the
you
question
can
that's not
still
being
always
answered.
want to leave. Maybe he ain't want to play there no more. Maybe he didn't like his fit.
Because he said something like on the thing. He said something like he didn't feel safe. Remember, he said he said he
Right,
didn't feel
that's
safe.
what this is.
I mean, but at the same time, you said he was paranoid. If he'd have went to Minnesota, if he would have went to Denver, went to Dallas, he still wouldn't feel safe. Because now you're just running. So now you're looking over your shoulder. You feel even more unsafe. You on the run. Right? I mean, what? Let me know.
I hate how he texts. He says wit instead of whiff. Hate that.
I'll say that.
They got his
I do
text.
it all the time.
They got
I'm
his
on my
text
way to
here.
being.
I was excited to throw with you. You got CC. He
Text like that.
Hey, I was about to say, I text like that too. I was like, I got CC.
Y'all got CC.
I did put shots to my head.
I say with. Wit.
Yeah. Well, that's how I was taught how to play. You feel me? It is what it is.
I
Like,
think he did it.
mhm.
It was too
At
many.
least two.
Especially the evidence was ridiculous.
Okay, now look. When you get so many charges, I feel like you did something. I
And
don't
he
think
did have a lot of charges.
and I don't think he did everything that they trying to pin.
Okay,
on
I
him.
can see that.
And that's
But
what I'm
he
saying.
still did
Yeah.
something. You say he
anybody,
did.
if your name is brought up 3 times, you did something.
Yeah, his brought like 9.
Okay,
I was
so
gonna say
he
it was
did.
a lot.
He did a lot of somethings, but that's okay. But he didn't do all 9 of them.
We didn't say that, but I'm
Right,
saying
No, we agree with
and
that.
that's
But
what I'm
you,
saying.
this is what your words were.
And
He
that's what I'm
didn't
saying.
do it. That's what you said. He didn't do it.
He didn't do the last one because my man's he got found not guilty. The dude got found that he was lying on the stand. So what he did?
what about
Right.
Odin
He
Lloyd
didn't
though?
do
I feel like he was just
What about
there.
Odin Lloyd?
They found him guilty for that one.
Okay, that's
So what he do?
No, I'm saying
It.
that don't mean he did it though, because people been proving
We do.
to not do it later on, because due to like the evidence
Oh,
being
I
fabricated
mean,
and stuff like that. But with him,
but-
you know what I'm saying? With him, the evidence was so trash. Like they found the body in a field next to his house. Like that's like what?
And footprint.
Footprints.
Yeah, I
Then,
mean, yeah.
then he had the vehicle that he murdered. Like, well, I ain't gonna say what. I don't know if he did it, but one of them niggas did
The
it.
white
Was it-
Bronco on his OJ.
It was a yeah.
It was
At the
literally
in the cousin's
the same.
garage.
No, that was for a hit and run type
He
deal.
had
they
a,
said,
he had a,
though.
it was a rental car.
Oh, so he hit and
it
run?
had the
Yeah,
butt
yeah.
case, it was a
Well,
rental
the
car.
way they jumped around that thing, it was
Yeah.
hard to follow everything.
That's why I said everything was all like they said so many things. And he did a lot,
He did do a lot.
but he didn't do them all.
Then they found bullets in the rental.
Yeah, he
With,
did that.
with the
He
gum.
did that.
With the gum that was it? With the gum.
Why you got
that he
gum
bought?
in it?
He bought some gum. With the he said it was something weird too. It was like blue bubblicious, something like that. And the lady was on saying he ordered blue bubblicious bubble gum. I was like she sounded funny saying that first off. And then like I said, then when the bullets had blue gum on it, remember that?
Mm-hmm.
It was.
But I say, but
And then he on tape just buying it too. Just yeah, get the bullets too. Yeah, let me get and a lotto ticket.
And a lot of
Yeah, and a napkin to wipe off some of this blood.
Let me get 7 on 3.
Yeah, 7 on 3.
7 on 3. Like,
It was Then okay, this where the CTE definitely kicked in. When dude called him on the phone and was like, "Man, you slipping, man, blah blah blah. Is there anything we can get you?" Like, you know what I'm saying? He said something about the Nike deal. He was like, "Huh, you can give me a Smith and Wesson deal too?" What?
You are sick.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, what?
I mean, I'm trying to find the good in anything.
You really are. I can tell your brain is trying to find stuff, but it's not.
You can find the good in Satan. Cause
He was an angel once.
You know there was a
I
time.
was gonna say that.
Yeah, I knew you were. I got you. I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna do it for you.
He was in heaven at a point.
Come on, Skip. Listen, Skip.
You ain't gonna do me like that.
Listen, Skip.
Skip be like, I'm back, baby, and I'm.
Where that goat? I need the goat mask. Just put that on one good time. Skip.
You gotta do the bicep.
Yeah, it's just I ain't buff.
Skip, that's a bad man. That's a bad man. Skip. 29, 12, 16. You can't beat it.
He was found in a murder, Skip.
Okay.
He was found in a murder, Skip.
All right.
And you ignoring the evidence.
It's not too much evidence though. It's not too much.
There's a lot of evidence, Skip. It was in a field next to the man's house, Skip.
But see, that's an open field. There's a
Skip.
lot of houses next to that
If they
field.
found bullets in the car, Skip.
Well,
With his bubblegum, Bubblicious, of course, Bubblicious.
who was the car's name in?
It was an Aaron Hernandez car. Aaron Hernandez.
That's Aaron name.
Skip. Look at Skip. This is Skip. Skip.
Who do you know?
It was gonna be a bunch of Skip.
Skip.
But he did it, is what I'm saying.
He did one thing that they found him guilty of.
1 of 9. You think one of 9?
Oh no, I'll give him 4 now.
I give him 6.
I'll give him
I'll give him 8.
I'll give him. Okay, so if you give him 8, the one that he didn't do is the man that he shot in the face that don't know what happened.
I don't think so.
So even if
That what he definitely did. He came to the stand with a face, with that face.
and he lied. How you gonna come there with that face and not sell your own story? How you not gonna sell your story? This is your story. You. If he did it, how can you not sell it? I'd be damned if I get shot in my face and I remember who did it, and I don't get that man prosecuted. He don't get hung. Well, I'm not gonna say hung because you feel me, but you know what I mean. Like,
I was gonna say he definitely got hung.
Yeah, if he don't go down for shooting me in my face, and I pointed you out, brought him here, and we went through all that, and I didn't sell my story, and you gonna be like, you're lying, sir. Like, whoa,
Look at my face.
whoa, where was you at?
Man's eyeball was up here first
Like,
off.
He said he gonna handle himself.
He's right. He said that's what I'm gonna handle it myself. You don't understand though. So now he went from handling himself to lying and not getting nothing done. It's like you lost twice.
I feel like he had no choice because you seen all the cases they had on this man. They was going down the list.
So out of all these cases in the list, yours is the only one. That
No. I'm talking about with the dude with the eye.
I'm just saying.
No, because there was like what did they say? They said obstruction of justice.
Oh yeah, he got a lot.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying he was like he had no choice. He had to say what he had to say. They was like, look, we'll knock down a few of them charges if you go out there and say what you gotta say about this man.
So did he go to jail too?
I gotta look into that. I didn't
want
know.
because you know what would really suck if he ended up in jail too. Like you feel me? Like I done got shot.
I done snitched.
And
I'm on a documentary for snitching
too. Document 3 episodes.
With eyeball up here.
My eyeball. And I ain't getting nothing done. No justice for me. I'm sitting in this cell where he
probably got a few years knocked off.
Yeah, I can see my thoughts. I can see.
We're gonna be back after these messages. Skip. Skip.
Shot in the
Do what
face.
you're supposed to do.
I mean, it's not even about luck.
Comfort.
And we're back. All right. So, was there any other things y'all wanted to say about this? This is supposed to be a quick review, but we end up getting on you for
Try to assassinate my character.
If you play professional sports, go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. That's all I got.
If you do anything, go to the doctor.
Just go to the doctor.
If it's itching, go to the doctor. You got a bump, go to the doctor.
Random aggression. Random aggression. Go to the doctor.
It don't matter what it is. Go to the doctor.
See, you got a bump.
If you got a bump, go to the doctor. You never know what that bump could be.
Just, it's okay to go to the doctor. It's okay.
Be
A lot of us hate going.
ingrown hair,
Ingrown toenail.
maybe a herpes. You never know. But you never know.
It
until
could
you
be
go
a
to the
minor
doctor.
cold
Bum
sore.
bum.
Yeah.
Go to the doctor.
Or you can just try to pop it. Just do whatever. But is there anything else I want to say? Because I'm done. I done said my piece.
Oh yeah, God, no. I
Pray,
mean,
pray for Aaron Hernandez's family. That's
Yeah,
all. I
definitely.
hope they're doing okay, and I
Pray
hope
for-
they're doing better.
Yeah, I pray for everybody's family that's in this documentary. Aaron Hernandez, Odin Lloyd, Daniel Day. I can't pronounce the last name. It was like Daniel Day something. The other one that got shot at the red light. The one he came up, pulled up on.
Mm-hmm.
Him and the other dude. Yeah.
Yeah, pray for their family.
Pray for everybody. And that was a lot. So that's the end of the Bad Guys Spoken episode. Keep it tight.